1 2 check Chuffy 1 2. 1 2 check Chuffy 1 2. Should be live. Should be live. Yo, how you doing? Hi, you're with Scott. I'm Super Chuffer. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is your right ear and your left ear. I was just making a little one skinner, but I think I'm just going to make a proper size one. How the fuck is this going on? Today we are going to be reacting to Angry Alan at the Battle of Malta Poker Festival, where he goes regularly. But this year he's having quite the turn, and it goes against all sense of justice that I have. Although he's not there yet. Listen, he's not there yet. He could still walk away with practically nothing. Okay, so don't get all your hopes up yet. He knows it, I know it, we all know it. The purpose of today's video is it's a public service announcement so that you chuffers, and I think I'm relying on you chuffers really, if you fancy it, I think the people that run this event, the people that are at the event, they should at least know who Alan is and what he's like and what he's been doing. And the best way to let them know that, I suppose, is this video about Alan's a not a nonce. I should have called it Alan is a nonce. But you can get that video there and you can share that video. Or maybe whatever other video you find most fun or best, or whatever you think is best. Maybe it's a Slinky Socks video, you know, maybe it's I would suggest a Martin Dean, but his channel's not there. Maybe it's a Val video, you know, maybe it's a Val video. Whichever video you like, get that shared to some people at the Battle of Malta.com. They've got a live blog. In this live blog, it literally lists all of the people who are in the competition. A lot of them from different places in the world. I don't know, you know, some of you watching might recognise, I don't know, Paitor Paziak and be like, oh, I know him, he's that Polish poker player. He's got an email address, hasn't he? You know, some of these people are going to be contactable through social media or something. They're all going to be sat around in the same room as Alan. The people that run the competition. Do you remember when we did the Eurovision and I got problems with the copyright, and all you wonderful chuffers wrote emails to the company that owned the copyright, and they ended up just letting me come back, taking the copyright away. I'm not saying we should like stalk Alan. I'm saying the people that run this competition should probably know what Alan's like. What's that link? Oh, this is the video, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is the video, yeah. Who am I talking? So, here's a picture. Why am I talking? All right, yeah, because I was doing that in the other window. Okay, I'm going to now save video as in the other window. And everything's going to work. And I'm going to save that as... Okay. Got that going in the other window. So, we're going to watch this video today of Alan at the poker event. Unbelievably, they've interviewed him and he's decided to stand up and have an interview. Unbelievably. This is a big fuck you to all the trolls. Okay? It's also a big fuck you to the people that give him money. So it's going to be a very short stream really, this one. It's just about, let's watch this video, react to it. Let's make the public service announcement. Alan is at this event. He's still there. Everyone knows it. There's no hiding from it now. It's not like little pictures of him in the background now. He's done this interview. He's done it because he feels cocky, because he's got through a couple of rounds and he thinks he might be, you know, on his way to getting some monies. This is Alan's dream. Pissing all his money away on the skids. If he can get through the next couple of hands of poker, you know, the next day's worth of poker, he could get 200 grand and solve all his problems. This is Alan's dream. Obviously, it's completely irresponsible to be doing this with the money that he's been grifting, but this is Alan living the dream. So we're going to react to this video. We're going to laugh at him because it is stupid and foolish. He's dirty. Look how dirty he is. If you're going to do this, you don't want to be all dirty. Filthy, dirty grease man. Horrible, dirty man Alan is. You know he's a dirty man. You know, he's decided to take his favourite Lucky Killers t-shirt, look, dirty or cum stains up it. He's got a friend. I don't know what this friend's going to think of all this. I mean, I don't know if his friend's in on the noncing or if he doesn't know about the noncing, you know. it blows my mind in a way. Obviously, Alan could walk away with a bunch of monies, right? And if Alan did walk away with a bunch of monies, well, you know, someone said it in comments yesterday to me, sun shines on a dog's ass once every now and then. Like, yeah, you know, he's had his little bits of luck every now and then. He's poured enough money into it. Do you know what I mean? He's lost enough money to the poker. So, like, let's say, well, I think he needs to come away with more than $5,000 to make it a, you know, a decent win. Because he's probably spent more than $5,000 doing this anyway. Like the buy-ins, I'd say he's got an all-inclusive ticket that Luke paid for probably, but, you know, the buy-ins, the this, the that. I mean, there's every chance he could have paid for Luke's ticket, you don't know. Like, so Alan could be down already and need to make a bit of money, couldn't he? But we don't know. Are you alright in chat? Chat seems to have gone a bit slow there. Is that just me? Is chat working? Let me check chat. Check. Oh no, there's something wrong with the chat then for some reason. It stopped moving on my end. Sorry if I've been missing your chat. You could literally see it above my head, like it stopped moving. My comment went to the wrong video. I don't know what. Don't worry. I'm not quite on my sharpest form right now, but I did want to show you. I was thinking of doing an episode where we showed you the. I was thinking of doing an episode where we showed you the pictures of Alan in the background. Like, we busted him. There's one of him looking particularly portly. That's him. I say we busted him. Slinky, Andy, Jess, Dover and Dolly's mom, my mods. They enjoyed having a look about what Alan's up to. So I would suggest going and watch Slinky Socks' videos about busting Alan. Like, she was the one that was on top of this. She's got her own sources as well. We're also saying shouts out to the rest of the crew, you know, Jamie, Regardation Police, all the people that work hard on holding this man to account, this grifter to account. And of course, in the past, you know, people before me, like Martin Dean, Truth Justice, you know, there's been people. I think Alan's just brazen. I don't think he gives a fuck. And like I said, I don't think he's a year ago, if we'd have spotted this, well, it wasn't a year ago, it was 6 months ago, actually, and he had to come home. We spotted him like this, and he had to come home, because he was on YouTube. And he was caught lying on YouTube. But, this time, he don't give a fuck, because the people that support him, they lied to them about what he was doing. He lied to them about taking their money and going and spending it here. But, they're so dim, or vile, that they just don't care. Like, Melissa Marvelous gave him hundreds of dollars recently, hundreds of pounds, hundreds of dollars recently, and he's taken it and risked it here to try and turn it into more. That's his little game, but horrible thing. Have I still got, what are you saying here? Have I still got things, thank you for the cheeky chops for the £5 super chat. Have you still got things in the pipeline on further exposure of Angry Alan? I know you needed to get the evidence spot on. Well, there are things that I've, you know, heard, alluded to as rumour, you know, sort of talked about. And like I said the other day, I think that certain things take on another level of criminal investigation that is just slightly beyond my remit, that becomes HMRC. I mean, interestingly, the poker winnings are not taxable. So he's taken the money that he made through the taxable income, put it into this, use this as he'll say that this is an expenditure. He'll write this off as a tax expenditure. So he should be paying money on this, tax on this money, but he's going to put it into here. And if he makes money, then he'll take it and not pay tax on it. There's that. But, you know, stuff like that. And then the other more criminal stuff. You know, the police need to get on him really, don't they? But basically, public service announcement today, like I'm saying, at Malta Poker Festival. I've got a Twitter, at Malta Poker Festival. I don't know if they fucking read it. You know? The Hendon mob are pretty big in the poker scene. They've got a website. If you're interested and you want some links, you know, talk to our mods. Me personally, I'm just going to say on the internet, I think these people should know. And the live blog at the Battle of Malta, the live blog there, I'll put all the links in the chat, and, you know, Stinky Socks has got links, and, you know what I mean, get in our Discord as well. The live blog, you know, they're there all happy smiles. It's a nice event. They're having a good time. If they knew what Alan was like, you know, Alan will tell them he's just got internet trolls, but, you know, the truth is out there. And these people are going to be sitting around a table with the man. There might be kids at the hotel. So today's public service announcement is Alan Vinicum is at the Battle of Malta. He's made it through a few rounds. He's still in the game. He's currently in a position where if he cashes out now, which a lot of them have been forced to do because they lose, he'll walk away with about €1,000 or so. But if he makes it through a couple more rounds, he could get onto the final table. When you get there, you start in at about 5 to 10 grand, even if you lose the final table. So you want to be on that final table. But to actually make money, to actually go away with like some actual cash. Here we go. Look, players eliminated during level 25. Is he on this? Has he made it? He might have been already eliminated as I'm saying this. See, I don't know. I'm not that up to speed. Well, no, I think he's still in. So I think he walks away with more than 5 grand. Because these players that got eliminated during level 25 have walked away with 4 grand. And that's place 58 to 67. But I don't know if that's... Like, they've got a lot of different competitions running simultaneously as well. And I think Alan's still in the top 200, not in the top 50. So I don't know. People will have to have a good look and figure out at this for me. Because I can't be asked. Can't be asked. All I know is that Alan is there. All I know really off the top of my head tonight, public service announcement, is Alan is there. He's still in the competition. He stands to win a decent amount of money. And that money's undeserved. And he'll say, as well, the funny thing is, he'll say that it's a big win. Whatever happens, he'll come away and he'll say, I've done well. I've won money on the poker. That was a good idea. I'm a good poker player. But actually, it was just pure luck. He's got lucky, and it's not a good idea, and it doesn't even balance out the years of losses. So it's one of these where, when someone's stupid and you can't make them understand, and they're still laughing and saying they're great. Like, he's going to be like that. He's going to celebrate this like it's a win, but actually, it makes him look even more stupid. Like, even if you walked away with 200 grand, you can't turn around and say that was a good idea. It's like saying, I went in the casino, I put all the money on the number one, and I won. So I won a lot of money, so that was a good idea. We'll do it again then. It's just a random piece of fortune for Alan that he was only able to achieve through other people's misery. Like, he wouldn't have been able to do this if he hadn't made all those horrible videos about... also, let's be fair, this week he was on TikTok doing racism. Oh, that's gone, because we reported it. I specifically reported that, and I know that I reported it, and TikTok received my report properly, and that's gone. But it's still there on Rumble, but not on his Rumble channel like the Armchair Detective channel. He moved the racism over to Patreon members, and then shared it over here. So there's a little bit of cowardice. Patreon members, that channel was the channel that uploaded the racism. But Alan's been doing the horrible racism this week. He's been using horrible racism and the deaths of children over the years to line his pockets with the money of idiots and vile people. And then people like Melissa Marvelous gave him $200 because he was feeling really sad and kicked off YouTube and he couldn't pay his rent and he might have to get a job. And he went out and dropped it on a poker tournament so he could go out to Malta and hang out in the beach and be sweaty Alan. And here he is with, and this is another one as well, Patricia Rimfire. That's not her name. Rimfire. Is your name Patricia Rimfire? Because you say your name is Patricia Rimfire, and Rimfire isn't a very fucking... Rimfire. She doesn't speak English as a first language then. Rimfire. So here we go. We'll watch the video. We'll have a laugh. I'm going to cut it short. It's going to be a short little stream. It's up to you to carry this forward. There's only a day and a half left. Tomorrow, does Alan wake up to everyone in Malta knowing who he is? That's on you. He's at the Hotel Hilton. Everyone knows it. They advertise it as the VIP package hotel. He's at the Battle of Malta. They advertise it. They advertise who's there. There's the famous poker sites like Hendon Mob site. They advertise it. So there's a lot of advertised avenues of email addresses and things. You are the community. I am not suggesting we do mass stalking or anything, but I'm saying that these people need to know who Alan is. I'm confused about this chuffer as well, because he should know who Alan is, because apparently he's his mate. Let's have a listen.
welcome back. I'm Patricia Rimfire and we are here at the Battle of Malta 2023 Autumn Edition. I'm joined by Will.
Rimfire. Rimfire, really? Rimfire. 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 Look at this guy on the right hand side. What is it? There's something about this guy on the right hand side that I don't like. Instinctively, I see this man looking at Patricia like this, and I think you're a weird, sweatist, strange-o. Like there's something creepish about you. Sorry, mate, but there is. And here's Alan. I talk about creepish. Look at him. Look at the size of the fucking. I didn't realise because don't see him like this, do you, all the time? But like, look how like his head's tiny compared to his massive body, and he's got this big, dirty. Look at the size of the cum stain on the front of the shirt. Hang on.
Alan.
There you go. Look at the size of the cum stain on the front of the shirt. This is a wank rag of a t-shirt. I mean, look at it. Hands in pockets. Bit weird. Got the ham hands in the pockets. Oh, we shouldn't diss him for his ham hands. Look, it's just a fucking meme at this point. Deal with it. He's got his hands in the pockets though for some reason. Bit of a strange posture on. Touching his bollocks maybe. Fondling his willy while he talks to Patricia Rimfire. Touching his own willis. Dirty looking man. Horrible dirty looking man. And sweaty as well. And unshaven and dirty. For his appearance with Patricia Rimfire. I bet he fucking loves Patricia Rimfire as well, doesn't he? Patricia, to be fair, manages to smile at them. And you know what Patricia's thinking about these two men? You know that Patricia Rimfire wouldn't stand between these two men in a fucking lift. Do you know what I mean? But it's a professional job now to talk about Alan on the internet. So she's going to smile and do her job. And to her credit, she manages to smile. But poor Patricia Rimfire between these two fucking chuffers. Public service announcement. You know what? If you walked into a lift with your kids and these two were in there, you just walk straight out. We don't need to. We'll take the stairs, mate.
Welcome, guys.
Thanks. Thank you. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Alan's a natural on camera, isn't he? Look. Alan's got this natural charisma. He doesn't fuck this up.
Autumn Edition. I'm joined by Will and Alan. Welcome, guys.
Thanks. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
She don't give a fuck. The microphone's gone. He carried on talking, and she's like, "Yeah, fuck you, Alan, you nonce." Get the microphone away from him. And then he's like leaning back to like literally physically leaning back. And she's like, he's got this weird, uncomfortable body language around people. Alan has like this creepy, weird, uncomfortable body language, and she's got this fixed smile, totally fixed smile of I don't like this, but I'm having to do my job. It's a bit like, yeah, isn't it? Isn't it a bit, yeah? What you saying in chat?
Autumn Edition. I'm joined by Will and Alan. Welcome, guys.
Thanks. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
So, how did you two guys met?
I run some blogs and
Blogs? I am Alan. I am the armchair detective. Do you not tell them what you do here? Do you keep it a secret? Do you not want them knowing about your real life or your fantasy life or whatever the fuck it is? I run some blogs. What blogs do you run? And why is this guy not like critiquing that and going like, he's the armchair detective? Don't you know? Blogs. Hang on, do you mean like creepy websites where pedos can get pictures of children on the internet? Blogs. You mean like Tumblr blogs where people? It isn't hang on, am I just going to check this on Google for a quick second? Are pedos using blogs? Ooh. Okay.
stuff, and I've met Will all over the country in England.
You've met Will all over the country in England. Why have you met Will all over the country in England? Is it just through poker, I'm guessing? Just you meet him, bump into him at the poker. That's probably what you mean. You don't meet up with him for seedy things behind the... What?
I run some blogs and...
He looks unpained when he says it as well. I run some blogs. Like, you run some blogs?
stuff.
You run some scams.
And I've met Will all over the country in England. He's better than me, I admit, but
He's better than you, I admit. Ooh, Alan's not a narcissist. He's not a narcissist. I mean, obviously he is a fucking narcissist, so that was a weird thing to throw in there.
do okay against him. I have a good run against him.
I do okay against him. Oh, so he's better than you, but you beat him. So you are a narcissist. Look at his face. Look at the true face of Vinicum here. Like, you don't see it properly on his contrived channel, do you? Look at the true sweaty face of Vinicum peering at the lady. Look at him. The neck. The hat. Now, the head looks quite small, actually. Like, when you see him on his channel, you just see this and he's leaning in and doing this. Like, but his head looks kind of pea head. Like a real weird, small, funny head. Like, he looks like the guy that got... You know, I'll tell you what Alan looks like. I'll tell you what Alan looks like. Alan looks like the dude from Beetlejuice that had his head shrunk. Beetlejuice with the little head. I'll be Beetlejuice, and Alan could be the dude with the little head. How about that? And very sweaty and grimy, isn't he? Very sweaty and grimy. You know, I'm not just doing ad hominem attacks. Oh, they're having a go at my ham hands and my head. Yeah, I know. But, like, this is just an interesting look at him. And we've got that going on. Very sweaty and grimy in the dirty cum-stained killer shirt. I would be embarrassed to stand there looking like this, talking to the lady. We can see he's got a pair of sunglasses around his neck, as well as his standard frames. He's equipped for all... Like, it's not going to be dark in the night time, Alan, but... I mean, sorry, it's not going to be bright in the night time. He's got those, probably for playing poker with. Ooh. Might see him in his sunnies. See him in his shorts. Ooh. Sweaty Vinicum. Dirty Vinicum.
But we have good laugh, good banter. You know English banter?
English banter, racist. We know he's a racist. That's not me saying that's racist. I mean, he is a racist. So it's weird the way he sort of brings it up with this lady who's not English. You know, English banter.
Okay.
Famous, yeah, you know, the famous English banter. What are you, 15 years old? You're one of the in-betweeners. The famous English banter. Yeah, and then he does this with his hand, as in, this is like so Ricky Gervais. Okay, wait, my soothing music's going to stop. This is incredibly Ricky Gervais. I should learn from this if I'm going to play the character. This is incredibly Ricky Gervais. You know, banter, and then he waves his hand at, effectively, Gareth, you know, to do some banter. Go on, do some of the banter. Show her the banter. Show her the banter we do. Show her the banter. It's your turn. Do some banter.
He's better than me, I admit, but I do okay against him. I have a good run against him. But we have good laugh, good banter. You know English banter?
Okay.
Good to you, Brian. A lot of table talk.
He was talking before the microphone reached him, so you missed his first bit. They're not naturals, are they, these two, on camera? Like, you know, you're looking at these two on camera, and you're like, if this is your screen test, you're thinking, fucking hell, they're not naturals, these two. I mean, I'm into geek chic, I'm into geek cool. I'm not going to diss people for being geeks, but these two are not the coolest kids. You know, they're not too cool for school, are they? I mean, saying about school, they probably quite enjoy the. But talking of school, actually, there's no place like home. I follow a YouTuber who does homeschool for her kids, and she's got different ideas about homeschool than you would expect.
One of the most common misconceptions that people have regarding our homeschool is
And it's
that
very
since I
quiet
have-
because It's very quiet because I need to turn up the volume on the video, don't I?
Please.
Thank you, Chuffer. I wanted to show you this quickly in the middle of one of the things we do like this. I fucked it up. Shorts, quickly. No place like home homeschool.
One of the most common misconceptions that people have regarding our homeschool is that since I have a Question the Narrative playlist on my YouTube channel, that I must be using my videos to homeschool my children.
You mean the videos about flat earth and giants and all that weird shit? Yeah, go on.
And I don't. In fact,
Oh, no.
my children have never really even seen any of my Question the Narrative videos.
They've never seen them.
That does not, however, mean that I
They're
don't
in some of
teach
them.
them to learn to think for themselves. The best way that you can do that is not by showing your children videos, but by taking them out into the real world.
So she basically claims that because she goes for a walk with the kids, that's like doing school. It's not. and she's not. No Place Like Home. We've got videos about that coming up on this channel. When you see them, watch them, you chuffers. On this channel right now that you're watching now, on this channel, Battery Exhausted, this channel, right, you can watch some other videos. I've got members videos, you all know it, there's members now, loads of you are members, thank you very much. There's members videos, but there's other videos as well, right? Actual videos that I've been uploading about other stuff. There's this one down here about Martin Leaker, that's nearly at 1,000 views. If that gets to 1,000 views, I will let one of the members videos loose, and you can see one of the members videos and be like, oh, we got a members video. We won it by watching this video. Or Perky Is Nutso. Either of those views gets 1,000 views. Either of those videos hits up to the 1,000. I release a members video. How about that? You like those apples? And if you like apples, then you'll also like the fucking mug. I've tested this now. The mug works. I want to see you drinking out of this mug. Sending us the pictures. This is our limited edition first run of merchandise. And we've got the mug. So get the mug. I want to see you drinking it on your TikTok, on your Twitter, on your whatever. Send us the pictures on our Discord. I will publish the Discord pictures on the streams and say, look, here is you drinking out of said mug in wherever the fuck you are. And, you know, like on the tellis, they say, like, here is you drinking out of your mug. Hooray. And I'll have your pictures up. So get the mug, drink your tea out of it, send me your pictures. Get on that, you chuffers. Right, back to Angry Alan's horrible interview with this woman.
Banter on the table.
Bit of banter. We're having a bit of banter, remember? Bit of banter. Hey!
I have a good run against him. But we have good laugh, good banter. You know, English banter?
Thing is, Alan seems to be having a good time on his little holiday in his fantasy world. This poker tour thing, it does it for him. Pure does it for him. All-inclusive thing. You're in the bubble. Nothing can get you. You're nice and safe. You know, in the bubble, you're in the poker room. I'm a big poker player. I'm living my fantasy life. You know, and when you get back on the plane and go home, it's all back to reality, isn't it? But this is the fantasy world, a different style. Like, he's got the armchair detective fantasy world, and he's got the poker fantasy world, and he fucking loves being in his fantasy world. This is actually Alan having a great time. Don't we hate to see it?
Okay.
Good to Brian. A lot of table talk. Good banter on the table. I've known Alan over a decade. He played in many places in the UK, mostly in Dust Till Dawn, I think, in Nottingham when they got a festival on. So a great venue to play poker. But yeah.
No offence, William. It's just that you're here basically saying you're a 10-year friend of Alan. And if you've been a 10-year friend of Alan, you haven't spotted that he's a scam artist and a nonce, then you're either a scam artist and a nonce or a fucking idiot. But no offence, you know.
Great to hear quite a few Brits that come over here for this event. So yeah, fantastic event, and yeah, everyone's having a good time.
We're sat together
and actually,
all day.
You know, no offence to him. Like, if he decided to watch our videos and he was sort of like, wow, I didn't know this. I only see the guy at poker. Wow. Oh, and he wants to come on and tell us all about what Alan's been like, and it clicks in his brain. He goes, oh, do you remember in Blackpool he was doing this thing with that fucking waitress? Like, then you can come on the show if you want. We can be friends. So my first impression of you, though, is that you're a suck-up crony of Alan's, which is a bit sad.
Right, we come from England, so we play this morning, sat next to each other, and we come here, we're still sat to each other.
Alan, you're not facing the camera. All the years you've done on YouTube and media, and you're doing an interview, and you're facing this woman and like pointing over behind her at the tables. You are shit on camera.
It's got to be an omen, right? Fine.
And he looks all nervous and moving around and like dirty.
We're sat together all day, right? We come from England, so we play this morning, sat next to each other, and we come here, we're still sat to each other. It's got to be an omen, right? Final table.
I'm a good omen for you. I'm a good omen for you. There you go.
Look at his face. Look at this face. Look at this. Like, he is fucking loving this. Him and Isla, she can't wait to turn her head away. Every given opportunity to turn away, she's gone. Rimfire. But look at his face. He's like a gremlin, isn't he? What does he look like? I haven't seen this face before, Alan. This is a fucking creepy weird one. You tiny pea head, your big old hat. Ears being like pushed down like little pixie ears. Doing the neck. Big smile. The big sideways eyes. He's doing the sideways eyes even in this interview. Look at his face. In a way, I'm glad that he's having fun like this because I get to see that and it kind of cheers me up as well. He looks like a character from Lord of the Rings. It's Aardvark. This is Aardvark, isn't it? Remember? Aardvark. This is Aardvark. And Aardvark, you know, that picture that I was just showing you there with his head makes him look a bit more normal than when you see the rest of his bodice. Because actually, and this is the way Alan paints as well. Oh, this is all coming together now for me. Wait, the music's really loud in the background, isn't it? Why don't you tell me these things, you chuffers? It's your fault. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. Listen, Aardvark, like, look at the size, how he fills the frame. The cameraman's tried to get him in the frame, right? His head is tiny, and his fucking body is ginormous. And that's how he paints the pictures, and I'm always like, yeah, but the face should be in the middle. Like, when I reframe him, like, if I were to be doing photography, I would reframe this like this, give it a bit more headroom so that it puts him in the middle a bit more, and then he looks normal. Yeah, well, normal-ish. He looks like that dude from the Goonies. That's what he looks like. Hang on. He looks like the dude from the Goonies, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like the dude from the Goonies? What's his name from the Goonies? That dude. That's what he looks like. So yeah, when you resize it like that and reframe it, which is how we see him on the streams a lot more, he looks a bit more normal. But the reality of Alan Vinnicum, and I know that today's episode actually has gone this way. I just feel it in my bones that I'm being a bit, like I say, I'm not going to do ad hominem attacks about how people look. That's not the way to critique people. But I mean, he's decided to wear this t-shirt. He's decided to do this to himself, physique-wise. I mean, he's got a tiny head. It's just, look at it, it's what it is. Look at his face. He's having the time of his life. The last time you'll see Alan Vinnicum happy for a good long while, I should hope. But he's having the time of his life. At the Battle of Malta, there's a possibility tomorrow, or whatever the day is, that he sits there and he plays poker and he gets good draw and the other people don't do so well. He does his all-in thing. It pays off, you know. It's a possibility he could go to a money round where he comes home with enough money to say, I can comfortably get through Christmas, buy everyone nice presents, maybe go on holiday. You know, stuff like that. I mean, he's already been on holiday, but it's possible he could do that. There's the anticipation, the excitement. It's all there for him. The truth is, it's far more statistically likely that he will walk away with basically just covering his own ticket for the event, having made nothing, you know, and the cash that he takes home, he'll see that as a win because he'll have written off all the losses already, and he'll be like up 500 or 1,000 or whatever, you know, or even $5,000, but that'll be gone by Christmas. So he needs a lot more than that. But if he gets the 20 grand, 200 grand, you know, life-changing money, then it just means there's a lot more money for him to lose and weird shit to see happen in the future. Because I don't know how he'd go about behaving, but Alan is having like the best time of his life. And also, do you notice this? Like his uncomfortable body language, posture of like sort of hands and I'm on the telly. Like his narcissism and whatever is kicking in so hard, and he's not socially apt and adept. He's not a good like I don't know how to put this other than to blow my own trumpet a bit, but could you imagine Scotty Hottie talking to Rimfire? Like, I'd be able to engage with her a lot more charismatic. Like, she doesn't want to be next to him. She doesn't want to talk to him. She's got that fake fixed smile. She thinks these two are a right pair of...
It's obviously the great vibe today. We are in the day two. You're already, guys, in the money. So, you know, best of luck.
Thank you very much. It's top heavy though, isn't it? We've got to stay a long time to get any decent money, you know?
Complaining. But he's right. The competition is top heavy. It's made so that the people who win are the big winning players. Like, you don't want to distribute the prize money amongst all these people. You want the glamorous, nice looking players to take the photographs at the end with the 200 grand, and these people to feel like they're in the, you know, the running for it, but to walk away with about, you know, 3 grand, which basically covers their ticket and all the stuff that they've paid for over the time that they're there. Their buy-ins to all the tables and stuff. Like, you know, you don't want everyone to feel like yeah, he's right, but it's weird to make this complaint to her. But yeah, he's right. I mean, it's weird. Like I say, there is still a chance he could walk away. Look at his face. Wait, screenshot that. I'm screenshotting that. That's going on Twitter. Wait, no, wait. Get the whole body in. Hang on. That's going on Twitter right now. That's good. That's going on Twitter right now. I mean, look at him. He's like a man baby, isn't he? Like, he's dirty. He's got his nippies. His big tummies. He's not held back on holiday, has he? He's been fucking slamming it in. The drinks. He's on all-inclusive, remember? He's on all-inclusive there, so he's been fucking slamming it in. Time of his life.
It's obviously the great vibe.
Reminder to everyone, this is from thebattleofmalta.com. They've got a blog, they've got a YouTube channel. They list on the blog all the people that are involved. They've got an interview we'll look at in a minute with the guy who organises it. And there's social media, email addresses. And if you want to go there VIP, you're going to be staying at the Hilton. And also Alan will be coming home on a plane on Wednesday, probably Wednesday evening and night, or maybe Thursday morning. So he'll be arriving at Bristol Airport with his winnings. So there's all sorts of different ways to to troll Alan. But that's just I wonder what people will do, basically. I'm not suggesting that you should, of course. That would be irresponsible of me.
Today we are in the day two. You're already guys in the money, so best of luck.
Thank you very much.
She don't have anything to say to them. She doesn't have anything to ask them or say to them.
Obviously, the great vibe today. We are in the day two. You're already guys in the money.
And I don't know why they would film these two as a promotional video for their competition, because it makes it look like you're running a competition for dirty pedos.
So, best of luck.
Thank you very much. It's top heavy though, isn't it? We've got to stay a long time to get any decent money,
all the money is
He's so uncomfortable on camera. He's so unnatural and uncomfortable on camera. And then we move the microphone over to somebody with their arms folded up and scared of the woman. Like, it's just fucking weird. To see it like this, it's just like, it looks like teenage boys who are talking to the woman. Do you know what I mean? It's just like they're like not socially. I don't know what it is.
on the final table. I think it's like 11,000 just to make the final table. I think the top prize is over 200,000. So that's where the big money is. But yeah, that's the target anyway. But long way to go. So I don't
know what we're editing here for.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. If you.
So maybe there was a bit more conversation after. We'll see what happens. That's gone. We don't get to see that. And then we're just going to cut to the bit at the end where she said, "Why don't you tell us?" At the end, this and that. But again, Alan is so uncomfortable. He's going for his pockets. This guy's got his arms folded. And in contrast, she's a professional at this, so she has not got her hands in her pockets, so he's doing this or uncomfortable. She's just being normal, and it makes him look even more shifty and weird, doesn't it? Hefty, shifty, and weird.
Again, we're on the final table. We're ready. Okay. We might have to dress up tomorrow a bit.
Yeah, you might have to, because, well, you should have done today before the interview. You could have said, "Oh, interviews, is it? Listen, I've got a room upstairs. I will literally be 15 minutes. It's only a lift ride away. I'm just going to quickly freshen up and we'll do the interview. How does that sound?" And then you could have just rushed upstairs and got your new fresh t-shirt on and your Hugo Boss. Couldn't you? You could have got your Hugo Boss on and you could have been doing it. But no, instead, you literally look like you're wearing your own wank rag as a fucking t-shirt. Like you've gone to the charity shop in Malta just to pick up your beach clothes. Like, why would you make this choice? The other fella and her are laughing at you, Alan, because she's dressed in nice clothes. He's wearing a clean t-shirt and, looks presentable. And you are like a sweaty park bench mess. God, you're sweating like a pedo at an Ariana Grande concert, aren't you? It's just fucking awful. Unbelievable. And talking about the shadows in chat there, it seems that he said, I run a blog. He didn't say I'm a big armchair detective. He said, I run a blog. Look at the distance she's put between him. Oh, this is like funny for a screen test. If anyone ever thought Alan could be on telly, no, he can't. not on this performance.
Yeah, if you want to do this again when we're on the final table, we're ready. We might have to dress up tomorrow a bit more. Put on some nicer clothes.
Well,
Trying to put his moves on there. Well, I don't know what he did with the Dale Winton hand here. He's got the Dale Winton hand going on. Is he wearing a wedding ring? It appears that he's wearing a wedding ring, which is fucking weird as well, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, if you want to do this again when we're on the final table, we're ready. We might have to dress up tomorrow a bit more.
Maybe he thinks that young women like to have an affair with a married man, and it makes him look like he could be, you know, actually get with a woman by wearing a wedding ring.
If you want to do this again when we're on the final table, we're ready.
So if you want to interview us again when we're on the final table, we're ready. No, Alan, they're interviewing you now, and you're doing a very bad job of making the thing look good. Why do your arms look like they're different sizes? Like, literally look like they're different lengths. Has he got the Beadle arm on the go? Shouldn't say.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do this again when we're on the final table, we're ready. We might have to dress up tomorrow a bit more. Put on some nicer clothes.
You know, I've been ripping him about his arms and his hands. Like, I wouldn't rip him if he actually had like a deformity, and it actually looks like he's got an actual legit deformity. Maybe I should stop ripping that. Like, am I getting this twisted here? He looks like he's got one really big arm and one short arm.
well, I'm not.
I wouldn't be taking the piss out of that if I knew that he got a legitimate. It looks like he's got gigantism on the left hand side here, on the right hand. Hang on, that's his right hand side, isn't it? So he's not wearing a wedding ring. He's got it on the wrong hand. The man is a conundrum, but also a dirty nonce. I don't have too many laughs. What's going on with this? Honestly, he looks like. Doesn't he? There's something happened here. What's gone wrong? I shouldn't be laughing at his ham hand and his big arm if he actually legit has a disability and a deformity. I didn't know that.
I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Best of luck. We still have.
That's it, Alan, with the body language. Give her the nod and the leer. She'll like that at the end there, where she looks at you and says best of luck. Give her the nod and the leer.
I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Best of luck. We still have.
It's like watching Jimmy Savile on Jimmy Savile.
225 players left.
225 at this interview, so you know you could still walk away with crap money. But from what I've seen, he's not out yet. I don't know. Like, I've got this feeling in my bones that he's going to walk away with enough money to turn around and say, "Ha! I got loads of money." Probably not life-changing money. Like, not the winner, not the 200 grand. I don't see that. But you know, anywhere between 5 and 10 is a huge win for Alan. Huge. It would be big for me, but for Alan, it's like huge. Like huge. Like he's one side of him.
And you guys are one of them, so.
Bringing your arm up in front of your face while you're on camera.
Long way to go, but yeah, still in it to win it. So that's what counts. And yeah, we'll see how it goes next few levels.
Editing, that's Alan's hands while he's playing poker.
3,200 people, that's going some, right?
Yeah, I'm really good. You know, there's been 3,200 here, so I'm really good.
Levels.
We've beaten 3,200 people, that's going some, right?
Right? You know, I'm a good poker player. It's a game of chance, and it's amateur hour, and you can just go in there and pay money to be part of it. So you don't know how good it is because it's based on the quality of the competition and the longevity of the competition. So like if you sit down, we do one hand and then next round, then, oh, well, I got into the next round, so I must be really good. But no, we only played one hand. So it's based on luck, essentially. So it's based on how big and exhaustive the competition is. And there's so many different factors. But for Alan, it's simply that. I'm in the competition, I'm doing well. I am good, right? Proof, evidence. I've also dropped some cum down me, but, you know, still good.
And you yourself was on the ladies' final table.
Giving her the poke now, the finger. Giving her the pokey finger on this left-hand side. She's going to like that. She doesn't. She doesn't like it.
She plays, man. She's on the final.
She looks immediately away to this other man for help. Immediately away. Getting lectured on by Alan during the interview. She's not liking it, is she?
I take too much of your time. Best of luck. We still have 225 players left, and you guys are one of them. So
We're still a long way to go, but yeah, still in it to win it. So that's what counts. And yeah, let's see how it goes next few levels.
You've beaten 3,200 people. That's going some, right?
quite good, yeah.
And you yourself was on the ladies' final table.
Yeah.
She plays, man. She's on the final table with the ladies.
Man,
I'm a creative player. Creative player. So.
You did well, though. Congratulations on that.
he's trying to fucking smooth her up. He thinks he can get in her knickers. She won't even look at him. He's such a sleaze.
Well, guys, best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye. She laughed at the end because she's like, I've just done an interview with these idiots.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Like, her face is like, we're probably going to cut this. She's laughing at Alan, like literally looking at. Like the only time she actually looks at him at the end
congratulations on
there,
that.
she like literally laughs at
Guys,
him.
best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Like she looks at him there as like, you know, looking at this guy, who he is and what he is and what he looks like. Got ash on my fucking lovely expensive keyboard. She's looking at him like, who is this guy, what he looks like, and look who he is and what he looks like. You know, he was saying like the English and the Brits, and this is our problem with the racists in our country, is they represent us like this, like greasy, overweight, ugly, dirty, unshaven. I mean, I deliberately don't shave, but wearing youthful clothes to make himself look younger, clearly, because he's definitely, you know, the Killers, this washed out, dirty, cum stained t-shirt, the young person's cap, you know, doing the interview, trying to look cool. She looks at him and thinks, you are a fucking Burke, you are. You are a sad, like, slob. That's what she looks at him and thinks. Sad slob. I mean, look at her and look at him. And so she just laughs at him. She thinks, fuck what, she thinks, like I do a lot of the time when I'm covering him, she laughs and just goes, fuck my life. Like, what am I doing here with these idiots? Like, I can't wait to go back to the hotel room with the people that run the organisation and laugh at these idiots that we take the money off. You know? In the same way as Alan laughs at the ladies that he takes the money off on his channel, she laughs at these men that they take the money off for the poker. And that's the interview, Battle of Malta. Let's have a look at the... I'm on Sentries here watching it, but... sorry, I mean, Sentries has done a comment here. Sentries has done a comment here. And so have other people. I'm on Sentries. So some other people have done a comments. So let's go and read the comments. In fact, let's sort by newest first. I wonder if we can reload them. There's 37 comments. So let's read through some comments on this video that they've got. And this is what I'm talking about, is I don't know how much the Battle of Malta care about the comments on their videos. You know, I don't know if they watch them or just embed the videos to somewhere else and use them, or I don't know about how much they pay attention to their Twitter, to their email address. But we'll look through the comments and I'll quickly show you a video of the bloke that runs it. But, you know, it's not just me, some weird troll like me doing it, is it? Let's see what's going on. I wonder if HMRC knows in multiplaying poker, considering he owes thousands in tax. Sadly, tax winnings, poker winnings, I looked into it, you just get away with it, no tax. It's not considered a profession, so you don't have to put it through your books. So people can claim to be professional poker players, but in the UK as a sole trader, you can't be one because the poker winnings aren't professional enterprise, but can't be taxed. Hope Cohen Davies are following the progress and winnings. Looks like he's made the final 49. That's at least $5,000 in the bank. That'll be going straight to Frankie and the family. Good point. Good point. This is all saving up some money that he can use for his court case, maybe. Big ham banter. Where's the rent money? I like it, Seaman Staines. Fire Burgundy. He used to have channels on YouTube calling himself the Armchair Detective, the real one, until he was thrown off for repeatedly breaking their terms of service. True. He admits to searching for child porn on the internet, YouTube shorts. I like it. I like it. See, that sort of thing. Like, me as a troll, I'm saying Alan Vinnicum's a pedo, but that's a good point. That's probably the best one so far. If they saw him admitting to searching for child porn, and he's on the final table, ultimately, my personal aim would be, my personal feeling on it would be, to alert them to this, so that they didn't go ahead with a competition where somebody who admitted to searching for child porn on the internet was going to be handed money and photographed, you know? I'd quietly remove him. I'd quietly expel him from the competition. You do not want the...
All he does is perverted, filthy videos from his mind and projects it onto AD. I've never been arrested. They've checked my computer. I've done nothing wrong. There is no child porn on the internet. I hate to warn you that. There is no...
I would have cut that. It's the undercover mother. I'd have edited it just from the bit where he says there is no child porn. You know, I wouldn't have put that. All he does is sick things from his head bit in. But yeah, it's there. Undercover mother's put it as a short, so you can find that and do that. Battle of Malta. Big ups, Trisha. We were just watching Alan at the Battle of Malta.
Good laugh, good banter. You know English banter?
Okay.
Good seeing you, Brian. A lot of table talk, good banter on the table. I've known Alan over a decade. He played in many places in the UK, mostly in Dusseldorf, I think, in Nottingham when they got a festival on. So great venue to play poker. But yeah, great to hear quite a few Brits that come over here for this event. So yeah, fantastic event, and yeah, everyone's having a good time.
Funny enough, we're sat together all day, right? We come from England, so we play this morning, sat next to each other, and we come here and we're still sat to each other. It's got to be an omen, right?
Or the organisers just don't want you both in the next round, so they've made sure that at least one of you will get knocked out by putting you with each other. I don't know. You big, dirty, cum-stained horror. Yeah, we're just reading the comments. Liz Noble here says, it's Alan the Armchair Detective who got banned from YouTube and is currently being sued for defamation by the family of a murdered woman and her kids. Grifty's Rumble fans saying he couldn't pay his rent when he winds up in Malta days later playing poker. Grifter. I like that. I like that. Blind leading the blind. Alan Vinicum is being sued in the UK High Court by the family of Shannon Watts, whom, along with her children, was murdered by her husband. Alan Vinicum has bullied, stalked and defamed the family for 5 years. He's been chucked off YouTube for his disgusting behaviour. He's now on Rumble as the Armchair Detective, where he begs and grifts for money from a vulnerable group of people. Shame on you at Battle of Malta. This man should not be given airtime. He should be in a prison cell. Completely agree. I think the racist things he did recently, like his recent, obviously it got deleted off TikTok because I reported it for sure. But this racist thing, this Middle East gives Europe a Trojan horse. There are people in the Battle of Malta who are from the Middle East. There are people at the Battle of Malta who are from Turkey. Like maybe they'd like to see that video and know who they're sitting with. You know, things like that as well. I appreciate the comments here on the video. The paedophilia, the racism, that's the things I most hope. But I see all this other stuff that people are raising, right? Alan sings with kids on Smule, says Sierra J. That's a good one. Ask him about his Google searches. Disgusting. True that. Alan grifts. Oh, sorry. Pressed the button by mistake. Sort by newest first. Thank you. Where was I? Alan grifts using the tragedy of a family whose daughter and grandchildren were murdered. He also tells lies about the murder. Not a nice man. True that. Ask him about his black room with a black bed. I like it. Ask Alan to show you his Smule channel where he grooms young children. Ding, 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 ding. Pin that comment. That was Blind Leading the Blind. Lynn says, all in Vin. Oh, sorry, I keep clicking people's faces by mistake.
Welcome back. I'm Patricia Rimfire. And
Rimfire. Is it her name, really, Rimfire? Can we get that sorted as well? All in Vin, the lying hypocrite, grifter, narcissist and perv. Nice clientele you get on your tournament. There's a repeat here. A reply. Battery Exhausted on YouTube has all the gory details. I like it. Happy Days. Whoa, why you got that victim abuser on here? I like it. Debs, AD the liar and the grifter. Laughing faces. Dover and Dolly's mom. Alan Vinicum lied to get the money he used to gamble in Malta. Truth, truth, truth. Mean Green says, Alan stalks kids online. I like that one. Withicum Wanderers says, Alan Vinicum molester, keep your kids away. Ding, 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 we have a winner. Rachel says he's an own pred. Judy Dawes says Alan is a danger to children. He needs arresting. Andy says the nerve on these guys. Says he's penniless and grifts money out of his subscribers to use to enter a poker tournament. Alan Vinicum has no morals whatsoever. First 007 says, Alan, what are the stretching filters called you are using on Rumble and TikTok? That woman has nice hair. That's a good point, isn't it? He looks different on Rumble and TikTok, doesn't he? Than when they film him. Alan claimed he was poor and going to get a job for the week before leaving for Malta with the money he begged off his Rumble subscribers, says Dover and Dolly's mom. Slinky Socks. Alan is a grifting narcissist that uses manipulation to get money off his subscribers by telling them he has no money for rent and then uses their donations to play poker. I hope he pays them back and apologises to lying to them. That's a good point, isn't it? He could give them all the money back that he needed because he's won money now. There's me. Maybe I'm not banned. I thought I might have been shadow banned. That Alan Vinicum has been singing with children on Smule. Google it. He's a threat to children. You should ban him like he's banned from YouTube. Alan is a grifter, says Dover and Dolly's mom. And Regardation Police was the first one on there. They were first. I read these in reverse order. With Alan is a bad lad. Now that's pretty reserved from you. That's pretty reserved. Alan is a bad lad. There are some replies. Fancy meeting. They're having a chat now. Dover and Dolly's mum are having a chat. There you go. So the comments are dominated by anti-Alan sentiment. I wonder if Rimfire herself... How can you call yourself Rimfire? Is she a pornographer? Honestly, is she a pornographer? After she's been with me, she'll have the Rimfire, won't she? Way! Because I'll... sex her bum so he gets fired up with the soreness. Patricia Rimfire. What kind of a name is Patricia Rimfire? Now she's getting it off me as well. They're all getting it. Alan's there. There he is. No shame. Absolutely no shame. That's the other thing. He's decided that they've caught me. I've been caught in the shadows. I've been caught in the shadows. Wait, where's my channel? And me. Me. I've been caught. Wait, because I need my pictures. That's why. I thought we were doing a good job. I thought everyone was doing a good job. They were doing a good job catching him in the shadows. They were doing a good job of that. But he's just come out of the shadows. He just don't give a fuck, does he? He's just like... I think that was like... I mean, I put that as a bit of a joke because the DSP pictures were all blurry as well. But that looked like it might have been. But it's not. That's a different man. But it doesn't matter because he's come out of the shadows. Oh, that's where I reported... Look, that's where I reported Alan's video that he did. His racism. I reported it. And then... I don't know if everyone reported it. But I definitely reported it. Thanks... They said, TikTok said, thanks. We'll sort that out. Yeah, so I'm surprised he'd just come out of the shadows like this. I suppose he could not resist the interview. Could he? He could not resist the interview. I bet he hid from the camera. I expect when they took his photo, he put his phone up to try and put it in his face. Maybe he was photographing the people photographing him, thinking, who's that? Maybe he's using it to zoom in. But he's got his phone up in front of his face and they've took a picture and he's in the background, but he's got his phone up in front of his face. I don't know. But he's been getting away with it. There he is. I mean, that's definitely him. He's on the all-inclusive, you can tell. And then this just... Like, part of me finds this an absolute poetic joy because there he is in his dirty t-shirt looking like a piece of rancid butter. You know what? I'll tell you what. You know at the end of... You know when you get the butter from like the service station or the Holiday and it's like a little folded piece of... It's like a little folded piece of tin foil around it and you scrape the butter off and you use it. And at the end you've got this really greasy bit of tin foil-y. It's like shiny... but it's greasy and it's horrible. And if you get it dropped, you stick it on, you tread on it and it's stuck on your shoe and you've got like this, get that off, a dirty, like rancid piece of butter foil. That's what Alan looks like, a rancid piece of butter foil. It looks like Tom Hanks in Big if it had gone wrong. I'm sure there's some kind of animal that he looks like as well. What does he look like? Come on. What does he look like? In chat. What does he look like? I mean, Alan's a Rumble racist. He's in a exotic place surrounded by people of all different cultures, representing Great Britain here, sadly. And thank you, Redfan, for the gifted memberships. Thank you, Redfan. Thank you. SM, welcome to member. Vicky J, welcome to member. Bizzle, welcome to member. The X-Mouth Massive in the house. Baking Up a Storm, welcome to member. Luby Lou, welcome to member. He looks like a fat Pob. He does, he looks like Pob. There's a good one. There's Pob. Kiddie Fiddler. Kiddie Fiddler, yep, I'll take it. Let's get Pob up. Let's get Pob, because you are right. And Pob is like a feared memory from my childhood. Like, is that children's television, or is it just designed to scare me? Pob. What are they doing in France? I don't know. Pob. And our favourite. Like, he's so like excited by it, isn't he? He's got such a hard-on for it. Like, this is his moment. This is his 15 minutes of fame. This is his island in the sun. This is where he loves. This is where he lives. This is where he is. This is where he's alive, isn't it? That and when he kills people. Or does some racism. So, the Battle of Malta, I'll just reiterate for everyone. They've got their own contact us page here. I don't know how often they look at their social media, but on their contact us page, it says contact Telly Bartolo, marketing events manager, and then he's got a phone number on there. And an email address.
It's raining again. I couldn't be happier. Swish and then whoosh.
Body Sculpture sent tippies. Has gone to Malta by boat to do the drugs run with Steve. I reckon he molested the elephant en route and bent it over his chair after the live ended. If one person finds out in there who he is, the tables will go up. It will be game over. He looks like a right beast. Super Chuffer owes 5 hugs.
Is that right? Thank you very much for the monies. I mean, I catch myself saying things sometimes. I think maybe I'm going a bit far. I'm in a bit of a funny mood as well, because I went to a family funeral while Alan went away to Malta and he's living it large. And I feel a bit like justice is not being served correctly here because he's having a good time and winning the money. You know, I feel a bit like, hey, but I've got faith in the long term. I've got faith. And I agree. Like, this is my thing about it, is I think there's some people there that wouldn't want to be promoting. I think Telly Bartolo, if he knew the truth about Alan, he's an events and marketing manager, so he knows about marketing and events. I don't think he'd want Alan at his event if he knew the truth. And I'm not, like, the difficulty for me is that I'm obviously Alan's troll, aren't I? Oh, Alan can say I'm a troll and look at all the videos he's made calling me a funny name. And but if it's a group of people, just people who are normal people saying, hang on, this is true, this is right, this is, you want to get on this, public backlash. What would Terry Bartolo rather have? Public backlash and keep Alan Vinicum happy, or no more Alan Vinicum? So he's only in the competition for one more day. You know, it's only going on one more day, but there's still a chance because he's put an email address and a telephone number on the internet there for Terry Bartolo at the Battle of Malta. That's their contact details. You know, they've got socials and stuff like that. And I would also say that the live blog has a list of all the people that are in it. And I haven't gone through the list and, you know, one by one seeing if they've got... Oh, look, there's Alan. Alan's in it, look. Full chip counts at dinner break of the final 41 players. So this is the final day, is it? I don't know. I'm not, you know, I don't know. But Alan's midway through the pack there. So actually he's towards the bottom of the pack. Towards the bottom of the pack. It's not looking good for Alan, let's say that. Like, it looks like he might get cut in the next cut. But he's there. And if he gets away with just getting cut in the next cut, walking away with probably more than $5,000 now, I think. Isn't it? Hang on, 49, 42. So is this the last 40? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It might be that he's in that top bracket where he gets more than $5,000. You know, he's going to come away with an absolute... okay, so we're going to say the tickets are easily $1,000 and a bit. You're not spending money on food, but you're Alan Vinicum, so you want your special this or your funny that, so you've also got some spending money. And then you're playing a few cash games on the side, so you might lose a bit of money there. And you were in the fucking hole before you left. Like, so there's that, but Alan's going to walk away and call it £5 winnings. He's not going to say I took out this and I spent that and, you know, work it out that way. He's going to say I won £5 plus. He's going to see it as a massive win. But there's a possibility that they might not give him the money if they find out he's a nonce. I don't know. You know, at the end of it, they take these photos and award the money. So if he won and they were going to give him 200 grand and take a photo with him and shake hands and do a check, and I was running the Battle of Malta, I would be, you know, wow. And also for these people that are sat around the table with him, I just wonder about that as well. But it's happening now in Malta, isn't it? So maybe I'm a bit too late on the scene to sort of, you know, kick off any public backlash. But yeah, so they've done that. They've put all the names on the internet and they put their own numbers and details on the internet. And I wanted to draw your attention to the video of... So the Battle of Malta are uploading videos, and they've got a video of the guy who runs it. Here, this is Telly. This is the man who runs the event.
Very exciting to be a part of it, of course. What are
Bit different body language from Patricia here, where she's like turning her head into him, and she's got the hand pointing towards him on the table, and you know, I think she likes him a bit more than Alan.
the plans for Battle of Malta in upcoming years?
We will soon announce the dates for 2024 for the early one and also for the October one. As I say, always surprises. I don't want to reveal much what's going to happen. We do have a lot of contacts from different nationalities.
But Alan's a big racist, mate. He's not going to like you. You're one of those Arabs that he says are coming over to our country to rape our children and stuff like that. Like, you know, you want to watch that, Alan.
We met a lot of people now here from
Maybe everyone should send him the Rumble video with the racism in it.
different countries, and I'm not saying European countries, but we are going outside Europe, so we are bringing different poker to Malta as well. This is our plan. As numbers, it is what it is. The statistics shows us we cannot go much bigger in numbers, but what we want to do is make this event as a European poker where not only Europeans join, but a lot of people from all over the world.
So he seems nice. I like him. He seems all right. I mean, the poker event itself, like I say, I think of it as a business where the people at the top are making lots of money. They have some standout winners that hold the checks, and that helps sell the competition. But overall, they make lots of money. It's a business, isn't it? So fair play, I guess. I'm against gambling ethically, like, you know, I suppose, so I don't think I'd run a gambling business, but he's doing that and he's the one making the money, and he says it's about inclusion, multiculturalism, bringing in people from all over the world. So Alan's not in line with their values. Like, he's completely incongruent with their values. So if they were to hand over the check to Alan and do a big wave and a handshake, that would be bad for him because it's completely incongruent with his values. And I think that's a real legitimate thing that people could write to him and say, hang on, mate, not only is Alan a nonce and a weirdo and this and this and this, but he's done all this racism on Rumble, and you're talking about your poker tournament in this way. So again, I would encourage people, the contact us section, and I don't think I should do this because, again, my position in this seems a bit like maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but there's his email address and there's his phone number. So if you make him aware, he might be appreciative of that. I actually think he might be appreciative of that because he just said on the internet there about how, people from all over the world, and we know that Alan's a big racist. So there's the details again. You can see that all right, can't you? Well, you can go on thebattleofmalta.com, contact us and find it. And yeah, I'll just put that out there. You in chat has said there's more comments on the Malta video, and also you said someone asked if they're breaking YouTube service because he's banned. Yeah, they are breaking YouTube service interviewing Alan Vinicum. He is banned off YouTube. So this video does contravene YouTube terms of service. I don't know if we want it removed or not. Like, we had a lot of fun watching it. I don't know what would happen to them and their channel if they got caught doing it. But it is a contravention. It's Alan ban evading by getting onto YouTube doing an interview. So it is a contravention of YouTube terms of service as well. Agreed with that. I don't know if we want to attack the Team Malta poker and get their videos removed off YouTube, but certainly I believe that they should know that as well, shouldn't they? And Alan's little moment in the sun should be tarnished by the fact it got removed because he's not supposed to be there on YouTube. That's a good point as well. So yeah, that's me, you know, busted Alan, highlighted Alan, busted Alan, busted him right out. Everyone knows what he's doing now. Little public service announcement really, isn't it? Because as I say, the people that run the competition don't want people like Alan there. They've said it as much. They've said the kind of competition they want. And the people around the table wouldn't want to be sat next to him. And the hotel don't want someone like Alan around the children. So it seems weird that he's making his way through into the limelight here. They probably wouldn't like that either. And it's on people in the community, I suppose. It's weird because I'm not supposed to, you know, on YouTube you can't request people go and troll people or do other weird shit, but this is a legitimate concern, I think, isn't it? I think it's a legitimate concern because Telly Bartolo literally said that he was opening it up to people from all other cultures, and Alan is literally on Rumble like doing horrible racism. So you got that. You've got that. Big ups, everyone. I feel like I could leave you with rolling into another video, actually. I want to make sure you've seen the mug. Look, I ordered the mug. I paid for it. It's on its way. When it arrives, I will sit here and drink out of it. We want to make sure the shop works before I go on and put more things on the shop, basically. And I'm not saying buy a mug to prove the shop works, but if you want one, this is a limited edition run, because when we get the next set of things going, I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you quickly. I don't know if the transparency works. If on the white mug you just have a picture of the Battery Boy and everything else, or if they print the white as well. I'm not sure about it, but so it's going to be limited edition. Okay, and then when we get the next range and things moving on, that will start to appear. So if you want to hold out for what you think is a better quality piece of apparel, you can. But at the moment, the mug is the first main thing, and we just want to see if the shop works and if people are happy that it works and stuff. And I want your photos so that I can say, hey, we've had a photo from Exmouth Massive. They're drinking out of their mug. You might not want to put your faces on, you know, or you might want to. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. I don't know. It's the internet, you know. But, you know, picture. Let's get the mug in places. Let's have, like, the mug out, you know, by the fucking... This is me at the Eiffel Tower with the mug. This is me on the Leaning Tower of Pisa with the mug. You know, let's get those pictures going on and I'll show them on the stream. It'll be fun. So we've got that. I'll play this again in case it gets deleted off YouTube.
Here at the Battle of Malta 2023 Autumn Edition, I'm joined by Will and Alan. Welcome, guys.
Thanks, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
So how did you two guys met?
Well, I run some blogs and stuff, and I met Will all over the country in England. He's better than me, I admit, but I do okay against him. I have a good run against him. But we have a good laugh, good banter. You know English banter?
Okay.
Good seeing you, Brian. A lot of table talk, good banter on the table. I've known Alan over a decade. He played in many places in the UK, mostly in Dustle Dawn, I think, in Nottingham when they got a festival on. So great venue to play poker. But yeah, great to hear quite a few Brits that come over here for this event. So yeah, fantastic event, and yeah, everyone's having a good time.
Funny enough, we're sat together all day, right? We come from England, so we play this morning, sat next to each other, and we come here and we're still sat to each other. Yeah. It's got to be an omen, right? Yeah. Final table.
I'm a good omen for you. I'm a good omen for you. There you go.
It's obviously the great vibe today. We are in the day two. You're already guys in the money, so you know, best of luck.
Thank you very much. It's top heavy though, isn't it? We've got to stay a long time to get any decent money, you know.
all the money is definitely on the final table. I think it's like 11,000 just to make the final table. I think the top prize is over 200,000, so that's where the big money is. But yeah, that's the target anyway. But a long way to go. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, yeah, if you want to do this again when we're on the final table, we're ready. Okay. We might have to dress up tomorrow a bit more. Put on some nicer clothes.
Well, I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Best of luck. We still have 225 players left, and you guys are one of them, so...
We're still a long way to go, but yeah, still in it to win it, so that's what counts, and yeah, we'll see how it goes next few levels.
We've beaten 3,200 people, that's going stuff, right?
Quite good, yeah.
And you yourself was on the ladies' final table.
Yeah.
She plays, man, she's on the final table with the ladies. Yeah.
I'm a creative player, creative player, so...
You did well, though, congratulations on that.
Well, Well, guys, best of luck.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I was going to like drop another video. We've got another video on the channel today that I dropped just on the random, a clip of Relax, you know, the old Relax with Angry Alan, if you want to go and watch that. I would also suggest, if you haven't watched Martin Leaker and the Lolcows or Perky is Nutso, get on one of those, because when one of those hits 1,000 views, I will unleash one of the previous members only videos for you. And that'll be a system from then on. As we add members only content, we will unleash the members only content when other videos get the 1,000 views and tick over, and that's a cool system. So yeah, we've got a new clip. I was going to drop another video, but it hasn't got past the YouTube monetization ad suitability review yet. We've got more time for, you know, more content. So I'm going to stop this stream now, and I'll probably jump on Twitch and do some playing the games and chilling and stuff. But thank you all for being here. It's a public service announcement mainly today concerning the Battle of Malta. And let's see what happens, I guess. We might as well, you know, there's every chance we might be seeing Angry Alan Vinicum coming home with... he's in the lower tier of the pack here. Look, the chip count makes a big difference in poker, doesn't it? This is how well you're doing and how much power you have at the table to keep doing well. And in the top half, we've got these sort of players with these higher numbers that are going to make up the final group. It's pretty likely, but there's possibility that All In Vin could throw in on a hand and take out one of these chuffers, and then suddenly he's doubled his dollar and he gets up there. But at the moment, he's not up there. At the moment, he's down here. But it's all to play for after dinner. Alan's big night. You will understand as well. Anywhere between 5 and 10 grand is a huge, huge win for Alan Vinicum, like I say. He's in financial disarray, he's in financial dire straits. That is true, and he needs this to pay off, really. You know, if he comes home as a total failure, it's a big, big loss. And this is how he sort of operates his financial advice from Alan Vinicum is get yourself as big a pile as you can and then go and gamble it. It's very unlikely he will come away with big money, but anywhere between 5 and 10 is huge, big night for Alan. And I would say if he were to walk away with more than that, he would consider it a huge win. He's going to set it as a win anyway. He's going to like frame it as a huge win in his fantasy world. But the truth is that actually about 5 grand is just about break even really on the whole trip, isn't it? Maybe less. You know, maybe 3 to 5 grand is how much they spend on the trip. Maybe 2 to 3, I don't know what, really, I don't know, but you know what I mean. And then if Alan, the other thing that's true that I wanted to finish on as well to point out is that if Alan doesn't make it into this top echelon, you know, his narcissism will be indented in, like, you know, he'll be a bit angry. He'll think, I could have had 200 grand. I could have got 150 grand. Like, he'll be cross. The minute he loses his hand and he loses all his chips and he goes out, it'll be a, fuck it, Angry Alan moment. You know? It'll be a really, Angry Alan moment, won't it? So, the culmination of his happiness here, afterwards he'll get over that and he'll get his money and he'll be like, yeah, the money. How much did I spend on the hooker in the minibar last night? I've still got some money, you know, but we will have the joy of the moment that he gets kicked out, binned off from the actual game. He'll be angry about that and he will see it as, I could have, and, you know, he'll be jealous about these people that do better than him. So you've got that. And we've got these pictures. Like, we will look back on this. I'm not quite in the attitude and frame of mind to have a good, solid, stonking giggle about this, but we'll look back on that and look at these pictures and say, wow, like, how fucking funny is that? So yeah, you know, maybe this is the calm before the storm anyway, because maybe he's got that court case coming up. But you will be good, my little puckos. You'll be good, and we'll see what happens on the Battle of Malta poker stakes. We'll keep you updated in the Discord. We'll do another episode later in the week when Alan gets back, probably about Alan Watch. And like I say, I've got other videos coming up on this channel of other things that are not Alan Watch, that include homeschooling, flat earth homeschooling, and all sorts of stuff. So look out for that. Get your chops around some of the other videos, and let's get used to the idea that oranges are not the only fruit, and Alans are not the only nutter. So I should put the link to the Malta video in the description. I certainly should, you're right. Yeah, I certainly should. I'll do that now while we're here. And you can all say bye-bye to each other. I'll put contact us, Malta. Copy that. I'll sort that out now, and you can say bye-bye to each other. Where's the fucking description? There it is. Everything will be in the description then. So there's the Battle of Malta. Contact us. And the Battle of Malta video is there. Save that. They're in the description now. So you be good. You be good. And if you can't be good, you're naughty.